Okay, on a dreary, well, it's not raining, but it's dreary. I'm heading up Route 74 North to look at a Honda Civic in Carlisle. I am going to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Here we go. The leaves are starting to turn, even though it's like 80, still 80 degrees out on average for the past week. Certainly a warming trend. Back in the day when we were kids, I mean, at October 1st, it was 50, not 80. It's just, so there's definitely something to be said about, warming, a warming trend, which obviously has been the case, as the years go by. So we're going up a hill, down a hill, up a hill, down a hill. Here is a killer soft pretzel place. Smitty's Soft Pretzel, little lighthouse is pretty cool. They make it right there in the back. It's another Pennsylvania treat, you know what I mean? Soft pretzels and potato chips. So, and the descent. It's not really a mountain, it's just a big ass hill. We'll be coming up on Ski Round Top here, but you can't really see it, well, especially since it's out of season. I kind of try to get a good, can't really tell with the slopes either. They put some like slide park on, just to keep money and commerce coming in. So yeah, I'm coming out of York, going up north. This is the only artery or road that goes out of York that's like a main secondary road. You would have to like take these either 30 over, and it's just this road gets so clogged and congested at times. So we're going up the hill. Ski Round Top is going to be on the right. Can't really, I gotta watch. I shouldn't be driving and recording a video. Shame on Matt. Tisk tisk. But yeah, I mean, when the fatal car accidents, they recover the phone and go, oh, I wonder what happened. Oh, that's what happened. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, I'm alone. I guess everyone's at their job. My job is to go look at cars. I did pick up a part-time cleaning position / janitor. That's really what it is for a factory or warehouse. But something to do. As long as I don't have to clean bathrooms. But we'll see. Road work ahead. I'm gonna have to put the camera away, I believe. See what happens here. Yep. Oh yeah. A lot of times though, I mean, I'm telling you, in PA especially, they have these signs up, but there is no road work. And they'll close a lane and there's nobody there, or they're there and they're not working. They're just kind of like at the quote unquote water cooler. Oh, there's the flag. We're gonna stop. And we're back. I like this phone. It's a cheap Samsung phone, but my other LG sucks because I can't cut and paste or stop and resume. I just would have to end the video. So we're gonna ride with the Samsung from here on out. All right. Just crossed. I forgot the little village I'm in, but. Northern York County is where I'm at, soon to be in Cumberland County. We'll go through Dillsburg, Williams Grove. Williams Grove Speedway is like is a very popular sprint car venue or dirt track for the modified, I guess, whatever they are. That's been there for years, and the amusement park was there for years. In fact, there's an awesome on YouTube. There's a guy and a gal that goes around to abandon like anything you could even imagine. It's abandoned though. It has to be abandoned. And then they just do like filming. and they really do a great job. You know, so Williams Grove Speedway, or the amusement park, they got in and did it like on a dreary November day, overcast, but it was really, really well done. So I just passed a state trooper. I dropped the phone just a bit. He probably still saw me. I don't think he give a shit. He's probably on the phone too. Of course, he has Bluetooth. I don't. And he probably has a GoPro, which I don't, and I never will. So yeah, I'm like, no one's on the road. I mean, my God, am I going through Chernobyl or something? I mean, what the, you know what I mean? Trying to keep some filler in because it gets boring. Well, the old Civic is holding its temp. You know, it's using a ton of antifreeze. Obviously, it's a full-blown gasket. It's going through, it's either leaking through the block or going through the cat, and that's getting it burned up, because I don't see white smoke, but the cat will get ruined eventually too, just from trying to process all these you know, the fumes. So there's a car lot. Oh, look at that old Jaguar. Jeez, it's like sticks out like a sore thumb. It's kind of damp and cold. I mean, it was mid-80s the last couple of days, and it's supposed to be 87 tomorrow. But today is a different story. But I want to get up here and take a look. I may be actually purchasing a Volkswagen Jetta, an 03 Jetta today. It was just listed last night on Marketplace for $700. Slight oil leak, but you know, when people put slight oil leak, that means it's probably a major oil leak. You know, I'll take a look at it. We'll look at the valve cover gasket, look at the O-ring housing for, you know, where the oil sending unit is and all that. So, but I want to look at the Civic. It's $1,900. It's at a dealer lot. You know, used car dealers, that same car I could probably get off, you know, that's why I like private sales. You can, you know, it's just more transparent. You don't know who had the vehicle before, the used car dealer. They you know, they grabbed it at auction, or it was a trade-in, and you know, they offered $1,500, and then they'll flip it for $3. You know, that's why you can find a private owned vehicle. That's really the way to go, in my opinion, especially if they have documented records. So I forgot how long it was a stretch to get up to just Dillsburg from York. It's about 15 miles at least. 74 due north. Dillsburg is 5 miles yet. Yeah, it's definitely been, it's 15 to 20 miles. Oh, here comes the raindrops. You know, and I checked the weather. I just want to see, when you buy a car, especially if it's advertised at a good price, like this Jetta I want to look at, they go. I mean, in fact, one guy was supposed to show up, he didn't show up, and he posted like an hour ago. And that's how quick people were on these cars. And a lot of these people aren't people that just want to keep the car, they want to flip it for 15. That's so prevalent, and that's what's ruined a lot of the car buying experience. You know, in general, you know, I don't even know what to say. I mean, just back in the day, you could look in the paper, in the Sunday paper, and you'd have, it was easy. And, you know, and a lot of people were transparent. You know, you knew what you were getting. Not in all cases, but, you know, it was just a different era and time, obviously, back then. Now it's the era of the internet, and the era of the used car dealer who strictly works through Facebook Marketplace. So, oh my, big old turn here. Come on, FedEx. Yeah, the old Civic's keeping her temp good. It's got 303,148 miles. And you know what? If I didn't overheat it and I warped ahead and you know, blew the gasket, this thing would probably run at least a $500,000. And that's the sad part, because I'm still keeping this just as a, I don't know, the kind of just, it's a relic almost, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. I got some traffic coming. Okay, we're coming up in the Blue Mountains. I miss growing up in Carlisle, Newville area. I mean, there's no mountains in York. I mean, there's a couple molehills, but you know what I mean. Just breathing the, I love mountains. You know, I think a lot of people do. The foliage, you know, going up in the fall, the overlooks, the vistas, stuff like that. Mountaintop bars. Dillsburg, here we are. 25 mile an hour. We're gonna downshift right now, like 3 gears, because these cops probably are, they mean business because we're out of school. So I'm gonna make a left right here, and I'm gonna stop. All right, the nice little quaint, I wouldn't say charming, but somewhat, you know, it's clean. It's a nice little town, Dillsburg. They have the big pickle drop. It's funny, they drop a huge, like, I guess, you know, stuffed pickle made out of paper mache or something during the New Year. The obligatory Dollar General. Junction 15. So we make a quick right on 15, and then we make a quick left on 74 north, and we're back. Then we're going toward Williams Grove, and that goes in the Boiling Springs, and it goes right into Carlisle. So we're gonna stop a second here, unless I can manage this. And we're back on 74 north now. This is the second leg that goes into Carlisle eventually. It's really chilly out. It's I think it's the last day of September 2019. So my name's Matt. I'm 5'10", about 215. I like long walks on the beach. Uh-oh. She's still running good. Oh, no, she's still at a good temp. I had this thing buried, man. I'm taking off now. I had this thing buried in the hot, going up the interstate, I forget, Saturday. And I ran for like 5 miles. I was like, great. Well, I ran it for like 15 miles, and that's why when it finally said, F you, Matt, I'm shutting down. You just blew a gasket. You know what I mean? But here I am like 4 months later, and it's still on the road driving, like running normally. This is a testament to how great Hondas are, honestly. And Toyotas, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm a Honda guy. And I still like the Volkswagens if I can find a good deal. And I think, period, I like value like anybody else. But if I'm going to buy a VW, I'm not spending a ton of money. I'll tell you that. So, oh, I have a phone call. And we're back. That was my prospective employer. Her name's Peach. And of course, take a wild guess. She has strawberry blonde hair, and she was a barkeep for like 30 years. A nice lady, you know. But she's a tough, she's a hard worker. There's a lot of hard blue-collar workers in New York, and Lancaster not so much. It's all white-collar, and they're just artsy, and, you know. So I'm on 74 North, heading into Carlisle. I got about 5 miles yet, probably. A lot of farmland here. I'm very happy to see that there hasn't been a lot of like land development, you know, for subdivided HOAs and stuff like that. There's a nice old farmhouse. That's the thing, that there's farmhouses like take precedent in this area, and they've been tastefully restored. A lot of them. It's someone with you know, an eye and an appreciation of it. So. Oh my! Oh, I see Rutter's got a share of the market up here now. This is definitely new. I mean, I haven't been up here for years, at least coming up this way. Here's Williams Grove, Boiling Springs to the left. I'd love to be able to go through Boiling Springs. That's a beautiful, beautiful town with a, you know, a clock tower, the tavern, the lake, the mansion. It's really, really nice. Great place to raise kids. Great school district. Just no crime, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, there's a sign of the Times right there, the Rutters. It's like that's a staple. They're out of York. You know, it's like Sheetz is out of Altoona. And we're coming into Carlisle. There's Mayapple on the left, golf links. We can smell that manure they put down, you know, right after they harvest for the fertilization. I forget which end I'm even. I remember, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that would this come into High Street? Boy, they built up, yeah, they threw up all kinds of housing. I've been up here for so long. Fairview, I have no idea. Community Church. Yeah, I remember that. That was there. They just changed ownership. Okay, yeah. So there should be an old gas station up here, and I'll make a right to get to Army Heritage, I believe. All right. Yep, coming in. Okay. Getting ready to pull up into Army Heritage Drive to look at a 2002 Honda Civic. This is an 01. And the Civic I'm looking at is it's a DX, so it has no tack. I'm assuming it'll have air conditioning, but it'll probably roll down windows, which in a lot of cases, roll down windows are great because that's one less thing, as everyone says, you have to worry about. Because there's two windows that don't work here. Well, one just won't go up, so I have to have tape on it. So yeah, roll downs are good, but it does suck when you're at any type of drive-through situation and it takes time. We're such creatures of convenience and speed and things we want now that, you know, I get it. So anyway, but I'm coming up on it. So we'll take a look at her, see what she looks like. Yipper. There she is. Oh, there she is. Nice. Not bad. Not bad.